Welcome back to another flight review with Traveling Tea Times. Today we are looking at our Qatar Airways economy class flight. We took this flight from Doha, Qatar up to Munich on the 777. We have an article out about our A350 trip. Unfortunately, since it was a red-eye flight, the video did not come out as good as we wanted, so we ended up going with this flight, which for the most part was very similar. We get started here in the business class lounge of Qatar Airways. Unfortunately, I tried to use my priority pass membership, but the lounge was full, so they gave us access to the business class lounge. As you can see, plenty of seating, and in the early morning it was quite busy. Plenty of food and snacks to get set up, but other than that, a good way to start the morning.
Alright guys, here in Doha International Airport, just in the Priority Pass lounge, which unfortunately, I don't know if it's unfortunate because I actually wasn't able to compare it, but the lounge was full, so they moved us over to the business class lounge. Pretty busy, Wi-Fi, a little log jammed, but got a quick cappuccino and some food. Now we're heading off to our gate B6 on our 777 flight up to Munich, looking at about 6.5 hours. So if the A350 was anything to show about what Qatar is all about, this next flight is going to be great. So let's show you guys what it is like.
After making our way to the gate, boarding process was relatively quick and painless. There were two boarding gates on this. You could either board in the forward arm in business class or first class, or the rear arm, which was where we boarded. The 777, of course, is a beautiful aircraft. Qatar Airways does a great job of getting people on board in their boarding class and section. After walking the length of the boarding arm, we were greeted by flight attendants and a lovely Qatar Airways sign. We walked through some of the business class cabin, which included some Q suites, which look absolutely magnificent, and definitely want to create a feeling like I need to use that on my next flight. So certainly looking forward to that coming up. Hopefully we can get on one of those soon, but for now we'll stick with the economy class. As you can see, we come up to the economy cabin here, and it is laid out in a 3-4-3 setup. So let's dive into the seat as we get settled in here.
Seats about the same. Headphone jack is here. You've got a remote instead of on the A350, which had no remote. USB is here. Screen, maybe a tad smaller. Same Oryx interface as we went over in our last video. Plenty of storage down here. I don't see any headphones for this flight. Same thing, pillow and blanket from last flight. So
I moved back a row from 17A after looking at Seat Guru, which said that I had an obstructed window. So I decided to move to 18A, which had an empty row, but I also did not know that I was going to have an obstructed view there. Thankfully, I was still able to peek my head out a little bit, but Seat Guru, while it is great, isn't always the most accurate. As you can see, mood lighting was set and we were ready for takeoff.
Alright, one perk of sitting middle and window is that you have increased legroom. There's no divider right here, so you get a lot of room to spread out, if you will. So, one perk of sitting in the window or aisle seat. Good amount of legroom. Of note, there is no amenity kit to be found. So A350 amenity kit, awesome. This flight, no amenity kit.
After getting settled in, flight attendants went around and handed out small refreshing towels, which were a nice way to start the trip, especially in economy class. We get going here with a beautiful departure out of Doha with beautiful views of the Gulf along with the skyline. Now that we're up in the air, let's dive into the meal and what it was all about.
Alright, menu for today's morning flight. Scrambled egg dish, donut, Middle Eastern dish, some fruits, yogurts, pastry, and your assorted
served on a small tray with everything included. As you can see, there was orange juice, croissant, some yogurt, fresh apples, and then the hot meal underneath the packing. As we take the roof off of things, you can see the presentation isn't the best, but it does include everything, including eggs, sausage, a little potatoes, along with tomatoes. In all, things actually did taste pretty darn good, considering the overall presentation wasn't that great. Yogurt was pretty good, apples were nice and fresh, eggs tasted pretty good, sausage was good as well. So for economy class, yeah, I'll take it. Was it the best thing in the world? No, but it did its job. After the flight meal, we decided to try and get a little rest using all 3 seats in my row, which actually turned out to work pretty well to get some shut-eye.
Here we are, forward cabin, economy, bathroom, decent amount of room, large mirror, power outlet, looks like some cologne, small cups. Overall, pretty spacious.
And the last meal service of the day included a warm pastry. This warm pastry was called an Arabic pastry. I believe it tasted a little bit like curry. The bread was pretty stale and the interior was overall alright. I had a few bites and then ended up putting it away, but something that they offer mid-flight, and similar to most in-flight offerings for the in-between meal, it's not that great. So let's recap things and get out of here.
Alright, we're about 30 minutes away from landing on Qatar Airways 777 Economy. Another solid flight all around, really enjoyed it. Qatar again proves why they are the best airline in the world. Great service, food was decent, did its job. Again, very fortifying, big plate for economy, so that was awesome. 777's a little outdated. I feel like the area between the seats is a little tighter. A350, they talked about adding some more space, and it's probably not a whole lot, but it makes a big difference. At least those like seats that reclined, I can easily get in and out on the 777. It's a lot tighter. So other than that, that's just really a plane problem. Aside from that, service phenomenal. Product all around phenomenal, so I'd be very excited to fly them again. When I walk in and those Q suites tease you, man, I need to get in one of those. They absolutely look amazing. So in all, Qatar, way to go, knocking it out of the park. Very happy with it. Will certainly fly Qatar again anywhere in the world. So excited to add them onto my repeat flyer list. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, check out our socials on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to check out our website as well and sign up for our newsletter. Working on more consistent weekly updates for you guys, including videos either every week or every other week. So look for a lot more content now that our new website is released. Can't wait to share with you guys my trip around the world here, as well as the other things I have done. So make sure to keep following, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care.